Ladies and gentlemen, the last few years, I wanted to show that the principle of the law of use as found in Jesus' parable of the talents worked. And so little by little, in terms of building up of exercise, I wanted to show that if you did the exponential curve and you added and you added and you added and you added, all of a sudden you could do some amazing things. And the other thing I wanted to show was that people in their mid-60s and 70s didn't have to be confined to a rocking chair, but they could get out and be active. And so I used myself as a guinea pig to show those two simple principles, nothing more than that. But somebody picked this up a few weeks ago, and something had happened in 2003. There's been a tremendous amount of controversy about one leg press that I did, and then some other things, and they just said, oh, you can't do it, your eyeballs will pop out, your veins will rupture, and you will just be a basket case. Well, a few years later, after the big lift that we were talking about, this is July the 14th, 2004, Christy and I went to the gym, and we were doing a leg press machine, and I didn't perhaps follow the form that they use in competition, but nevertheless, we worked up to 1,000 pounds, which in those days wasn't all that much. If you're a professional weightlifter, you don't need me to tell you that that wasn't the proper form for lifting weights. I used to do it, but in 2003, I was a little bit more adept. Well, joining me now is next to Anderson, who was the world's strongest man. This guy is about as strong as anybody I've ever been in touch with, and he was with me coaching me all the way and inspiring me to put on more and more and more weight. And it's a pleasure to welcome my dear friend and physician, former physician, Dr. Charles Warren, who played football at Miami of Ohio. He had won the championship in the shot put event in the senior Olympics in Virginia. And it's so good to see you, Doctor. You got me into that stuff and practically killed me, and you kept saying, let's go more. What was going on in your mind?
Well, in my opinion, your knees were not too good.
You're right.
Right. And we wanted to take and make the knees better.
Yeah.
And so we started going heavier and heavier and heavier. And we worked up to 1,200, 1,300, 1,400, 1,500, 1,600, 1,700. Right. Then finally, one day I came into the gym early, and I put 2,000 pounds on that machine. You took, and with help, you extended it. We layered the weight on you.
That's right.
You dropped it 8 to 10 inches.
Right.
Then you pressed it out, and then
that was it.
That was it.
But that was 2,000 pounds.
2,000 pounds.
I have a picture, ladies and gentlemen, of this. Well, starting. Well, there it is. Probably is this. This is. You can see that it was a monstrous amount of weight on that thing. But you measured the 2,000. You measured the 2,000 pounds. But it was one time. I don't want to. One time.
One time.
Yeah. And you thought you'd do that to help my knees?
Right.
They did, I guess.
They did. They are much better than they were.
Well, listen, some of these pros are saying, well, listen, your form isn't right on this and so forth and so on. Probably not. But what do? They say the world record is 1,300 pounds. What are they talking about?
That is a parameter. They're doing a full leg press. This was an extended leg press.
So they go all the way back like a full squat and
that's
like
right.
that. That puts a lot of difference on it, doesn't it?
That's right.
Okay, but how much have you ever done? You did, at this extended, you did 2,700 pounds yourself, didn't you?
Yes, that's correct. And I enjoyed doing it. We got you the shirt in.
Let me see the shirt, Jack. Have you ever done that competition thing?
No.
You haven't ever done that. Why, is it too hard on your knees, or just?
No, it's just I don't have time, and I don't.
This is the one. It says 2,000 pounds. Where does it say that?
2,000 pound club.
Oh, it's to the 2,000-pound club, and it says, "In God we trust." The 2,000 pound. But you never did that all the way down to, you know.
No, we were going to go for the 700-pound bench press.
Yeah.
But we got in trouble, and I had to back down.
You were doing a squat with 800 pounds, and you ripped something, didn't you?
Yeah. I'm not at liberty to go through that.
All right. We won't go through that. But anyhow, it was remarkable. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's what happened. And what I'm trying to tell people is that there's a lot for you, and it helps your joints to get out and do some of this weightlifting. We're going to talk to one of the leading experts. But you got me doing that as my physician in order to make my joints better?
Yes.
Well, good for you.
Good for me.